Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's Eric Backer, New Zealand naturopath, author of a book called Candida Crusher, formulator of the CanXida range of Candida dietary supplements, also for parasites and sebum. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to talk today. I'm going to answer another question I got from a guy. This time it's a guy in London, England, beautiful place. Eric, what diet should I follow after I get rid of Candida? All right, well, the diet I think you should follow is a diet that's going to really help you to build good sustainable health long term. Okay? There's no one type of diet that you can follow that's going to be better than the other. But needless to say, the diet that I want you to follow long term should be, in my opinion, based on healthy levels of protein. Now, whether you're vegan or vegetarian or omnivore like me, you want to look at good levels of protein. There are many different types of proteins you can eat, but protein forms a very big part of a healthy diet. Now, that could be different grains, there could be nuts and seeds, there could be eggs, it could be fish, it could be lamb or beef. I eat all of those things. So find the protein that resonates with you, right? Now, I'm not a big fan of diets like the blood type diet, for example. O types need meat and A types need vegetable matter. I think that's a bit weird, coming up with this kind of stuff. It's like pin the tail on the donkey, in my opinion. I'm sure there are plenty of O types that benefit really well from eating, less meat, and many A types that would do really well eating some eggs and some red meats, for example. By trial and experimentation, you'll actually work out what the best proteins are for you. I've worked out that fish and egg, for example, is very, very good for me. I also like lamb. I'm not a big fan of a lot of red meat, beef. But I do like venison, like deer. I think that's an excellent meat to eat too. Different proteins will make you feel different. So by trial and error, you'll work out what fits right with you. What kind of proteins give you energy, make you sleep well, make you feel better emotionally. Also, what type of proteins particularly give you the kind of muscular activity that you're looking for, whether you're working out or you've got an easier lifestyle. So determine the proteins and eat proteins at least 2, if not 3 times per day. I think it's a really important thing, to bring across. Lots of fibers in your diet, and you're going to achieve a lot of those through, again, vegetables and different kind of fruits. You need to be initially cautious with high sweet fruits with yeast infection and parasites and bacterial stuff. As I've mentioned many times, avocados, pomegranates, berries, sometimes kiwi fruit. These things are often well tolerated by most people. And as your gut improves more and more and more like mine, then you can eat just about everything. I mean, we grow everything in the garden. We've got plums, peaches, nectarines, apricots. We've got about 20 blueberry plants full of blueberries at the moment, blackberries, tayberries, all those kind of things. So I eat all of that kind of stuff. Fantastic food, high in flavonoids and vitamins. Had a good lunch today out of the garden again. We had bell peppers and we had bok choy and we had spring onions and all that kind of stuff. So very healthy food. The fresher and high quality the food, the better your health is going to be. The less sprays of chemicals on the produce and the fresher it is, the more likely that also it's full of enzymes which improve your digestive health, and also a very, very powerful source of a prebiotic to help. I'm not a fan of prebiotic sugars in supplements, but I'm a big fan of them in your diet. Right, so that's the kind of diet I would follow. Now, foods which in my book are a no-no long term is candy, ice cream, soda drinks, takeaway food, processed foods. I'm not a big fan of processed foods at all. I tend to keep away from those kind of foods, and I tend to home cook all my own meals. When I go out, I make sure I eat salads, healthy kind of dishes like that, and that's what I'd expect for you to do too if you wanted to maintain long-term gut health. And it goes without saying that you've already read some of my lifestyle information, and then you're understanding the connection with stress there as well. You're putting that into practice. I'll do another video after this one on the supplements. Should you stay on them long term? Can you come off them? What's the relevance of them? Things like that. But remember, food is the most important medicine that you can eat. If you're not eating properly, forget taking pills. You're wasting your time. Eating good food is the heart and soul, of the diet. It's not the only factor, but it's a very, very important factor. So that's what I think you should do after you get rid of Candida, is eat a similar diet that I would. Healthy, balanced, lots of water, maybe some herbal teas, and keep the stuff that you know is not good to a bare minimum, things like alcohol and junk like that. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Click on the link if you haven't got my report already. Appreciate you tuning into my videos.